Secretary, Congressman Jeff Van Drew. Congressman, it's wonderful to see you again. Let's show this. The New York Times reports that Kamala Harris' honeymoon is over. Trump is leading Harris 48 to 47. Trump leads on the economy, the border, and now 538's Nate Silver predicts a landslide victory for Trump, saying Trump will win all the swing states. This is quite a turnaround.
It's a big turnaround, but not really. I mean, she had a little bit of a brief honeymoon. Nobody knew really, even though she was the vice president, who she was, what she was doing, what she accomplished. So they tried to fabricate this candidate, and it's not realistic because she has a record. She was in office. What they're trying to do is say, don't look at what she did. Just listen to what she says now. Don't follow her actions for 3.5 years as Vice President of the United States. Just look at the words that she's saying. It doesn't work, and it's going to catch up with her, and it's going to catch up with her more and more as people realize she is as responsible for this economy, for this border, for everything that's happening in our urban areas. The list goes on and on, Liz. She is as responsible as Joe Biden. She was part of it. In fact, she used to make fun of anybody who criticized it.
You know, Congressman, the big red flag of this New York Times Siena poll, more than 60% say the next president should represent a major change. 53% say Trump is that, but only 25% say that of Harris. You know, even discount chains are struggling. Big Lots just filed for bankruptcy, blaming economic factors like inflation, high interest rates. You know, Harris is doing worse at this point than other Democrats. Like in 2016, Clinton led Trump by 2 points. Biden led by 8 points in 2020.
Less people are participating in the market right now, in the jobs market. The numbers of Hispanic Americans with jobs down, the number of African Americans down, the number of Asian Americans down. The biggest decrease, the biggest downturn as far as numbers when we looked at the actual economy and jobs, over 800,000 was the revised report that the Department of Labor put out. This is no joke. And you know what, Liz? I talk to real people on the streets, small businesses, restaurants, hotels, all of those folks, and they are all saying something's happening. It's not as good as it used to be. And you know why? I'll just give you one statistic, and I'll leave you with this. It costs twice as much today to buy a starter home than it did 4 years ago. You find me people who are making twice as much today as they were 4 years ago in income. There aren't many.
Yeah, you know, so and this is now starting to show up in the analysis of the polls, Congressman. Let's get your reaction to this. Watch this.
So I just want to take a look at Pennsylvania, and what we see is a tightening race in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Right? And this, to me, is part of an emerging pattern, which is in a very pivotal state. What we saw was a small Harris lead, but within the margin of error, becoming a race that is way, way, way too close to call at this particular point, one that is even. If Trump outperforms his current polls by just a single point, you take that Kamala Harris win and look at this. Donald Trump gets 287 electoral votes. A single point could make all the difference.
But she has kind of a disadvantage in that poll in terms of presenting herself as the change candidate.
Donald Trump has been in, this will be his 7th general election presidential debate. 7th. That's more than anyone in history. So I think there is a level of kind of comfort there for him. And she's never been in a presidential debate before. Do you think she is going to probably be a little bit more nervous? I think she has more riding on it.
Final word, Congressman.
Bottom line, 2016, 2020, both the elections, Donald Trump outperforms his polling. He always does. He's going to win, but we shouldn't be overconfident, and we've got to work very, very hard every minute of every day of every week to the last day on Tuesday.
Congressman Van Drew, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank
now to
you.
this story. Former President Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris hitting the debate stage tomorrow night in Philadelphia. They are neck and neck in the polls. Trump is gaining, though.